Hey guys, today's Monday, August the 7th of 2023, and I want to go over the dollar, energy, and metal. So without any further delay, let's get into it. As you can see, crude oil is chugging along, and I think I already kissed $83 and change, and it's kind of pulling back. As you can see right here, 83.30. You can see the histogram is getting darker blue. So it's kind of pulling back on the daily, not much, but you can see it. It's kind of getting weak, getting very toppy here. But that was the target I have, and let's see how this week is going to close. Our Bob is having a tough time at 289. We noticed it in the gas. It's fueling up here in Nashville, and it was pretty high. As you can see, you got this pull right here. This is the week, but it's still strong above the mobile bands, 276. And you got a green squeeze play trigger here, but in the daily you got a PPSL signal and it's in the red, and you need to at least close above 287. I guess at least test 292. You can see that there's weakness coming in. NG, we'll be going over this. So far you need to close above 271. There's a pivot here of 268. So there's key levels here that you want to close on the weekly in order to try and kiss 302. That's the target I've been watching. You can see the squeeze play trigger has triggered long on this week of July the 24th, and it's been positive so far. And the daily is in chop zone. Yeah, you can see this going back and forth. 278. You need to close above the 265, and it has a failed new low. It went here, bounced, closed, and went, and I was trying to test some higher ground. Heating oil, very nice. Look at that, nice explosion to the upside. Broke out of this consolidation pattern, and now kind of getting a little toppy here. You can see it there. We got a little blue showing up with a $3 and change. Little blue, wouldn't be surprised for a little pullback, nice and healthy. So that's looking good. Let's go to the metals, and you can see the squeeze play pressure is to the downside, but it's been going sideways. We need to close above 1978 in order to move higher, but on the daily, it's struggling here. You got a PPSL signal here, and it looks like there's a little weakness. The dollar's getting strong, so that's what's going on here. Let's see how we close this week. But the daily short term is this weakness, and it's just kind of sideways here. Silver is giving us more clues. You can see that it's a little more negative, but still holding the $23 range. And it's in a squeeze play now on the weekly. Started on July 24th. And it looks like the pressure, it looks like it wants to explode downward. On the daily, it's more, convincing here. It's already negative Momo bands and Hikanashi, and it looks like it's already, hit the negative on the daily. So it's a little more weaker than gold. Copper, I've been saying this is the one you want to watch. It's going to explode in one direction. And once it, they did it here and it was a fake. Let's see if it's going to do it here, but it's a fake. But you want to at least maybe give it, at least if you're conservative, at least 1 or 2 weeks once the move is put in place to see if it's going to, have conviction and continue, in that direction. So squeeze play on the daily, just enter the squeeze play. Squeeze play on the daily has been on a squeeze play on the weekly. And so far on the daily, it's a little more on the weaker side, but still chop fest on the weekly. Platinum, they get platinum, still weak, tested that angle and pushed back. No squeeze play on none of the time frames, but you can see that on the daily. Popped, pull back. Let's see if it's gonna kiss and test 894 and have a close. So if it has a failed new low, maybe that's when you want to get in and ride this back up to test here, but kind of risky. So let's see how that's gonna play out. Let's go to platinum. Not platinum, palladium. Palladium, same thing. It's in that consolidation pattern. Kind of reminds me of heating oil. It was just kind of like in this little thing here, just going back and forth. And then in one, it just went boom. And that's what heating oil did. It's on a squeeze play too on the daily. It looks like it wants to go down short term, but it's in this range of 285 and 1216. Let's look at the dollar real quick because I got a lot of things to go over. As you can see, the dollar got a PPS buy signal. I thought it was going to hit here and fail and push lower, but surprisingly, it has found support. And Tom Diekmark kicked in and failed, pushed even above 75%, which is the 102.86. Pulled back, and it looks like it was going to continue, and it found support and it bounced right back up. As you can see, the currencies, all the pairs are negative. As long as it could stay above 102.08, it has a fighting chance to test this 50%, 103. So I want to see once we get there what's going to happen, if it's going to hold, if it's going to fail, or if it's going to continue. Try to kiss 104.61. So that means that some of the metals are getting some of the pressure because of big dollar, king dollar, as they say. Let's look at some concerning things I have for natural gas. Weekly midpoint is still holding 257. We got a not PPS. We have a MACD crossover on the daily, and right now it's fighting and kissing the 20 SMA on the daily. In order for it to get positive on the daily, we'll need to close above 265 in order to have a fighting chance to get to this value area high of 271. The good thing is it's above the cloud, and that's a good thing here. The only thing that concerns me is this right here. So far, price action is looking good. Here, let's look at this. As you can see, point of control, 2 points, 255, 256. Looks like the target would be the value area high of 269 to 270. You can see the volume. Friday was a little bit more to the bulls, and Thursday was to the bulls. Let's see how this this week would go. Let's go to our key levels, which I call the midpoint chart. But before I do that, I wanted to bring my mind map. It's been a while. Someone mentioned it, and I updated it, and then I kind of forgot about it, and now I did some more updating. So we'll start off with the cycle analyzer, which is Spectrum. This is the weekly cycle, 21 year. This is the cycle 142. The phase is in an uptrend, and it started. Or uptrend starting, as I say. And the peak, as of now, is November 4th, 2024. That's going to fluctuate because it's a dynamic cycle. So don't pay mind that. It's just wiggling around, but it's going to take a while before we get there. So it shouldn't be too worrying, but that's as data as of now. But the daily cycle has peaked using the 248 cycle, and it's a top departure. And it peaked somewhere around August 3rd of 2023. Using our Elliott wave monthly chart is a wave 3 on March 31st, 2023. Wow, it sounded like a cartoon at voice there. 2023. March 31st, 2023. We're in the weekly chart. Wave 3, April 7th, currently on a wave 3, working on a wave 4. Targets for wave 4 is 321, and the second will be $4. So this is the targets for the upside. So if August is going to play out, it is going to go higher. These could be possible targets on the weekly. On the daily, wave 5 was March the 29th, and currently finished an ABC correction on 6/30, 2023. So we're working on a wave 3. Currently on a wave 3, working on a wave 4, targets to the upside 258, and second would be 261. So those are the Elliott projections I have. Sentiment, you can see that there's two. I want you to see what was the last time I updated this and what it is now. Daily is 62. You remember last time I updated it was 33.67. So you can see the daily sentiment is very strong, bullish. However, the weekly surprised me. It's gone down all the way to 13.72. And the last time I updated it, we were around 23. Monthly's kind of dipped down, so that's why the color is red. But so far, the daily is positive. Looking at our commitments of traders report, you can see the trend is still down, obviously. And commercial, they're currently, as of July 31st, at 77,946. And the low we had was 55.4, July the 10th. And then from there, they reversed. So now they're buying, which is not good if we want natural gas to go higher, because they think natural gas is going to go lower. That's what the commercial. So they're hedging. And the high is a high of June 5th of 92,364. So let's see if this is going to try to test that high. And if it's going to fail in regards to a position, maybe it push back down. But so far, this is the low and this is the high, and this is where we're at right now. And, you know, large speculators is the same. We were going as high as 86,000. And so far, we've pulled back, meaning that large speculators are, you know, going short, locking in profit. They think maybe not gas might go lower. Interesting. When we know the seasonality, August is pretty strong. This is another seasonality thing I use, not compared to the other ones. I'm back testing, looking at different things. That's why this one says August is down in regards to seasonality. But, you know, we know that some of the other data says that August is strong. So I just have that there. So don't let that, you know, confuse you. These are the quarters I have. July was up. We'll see how September's going to go. And in regards to dates, I only just got like 4 here. August 8th, August 11th, the 14th, and the 27th that I'm watching. I need to do some more calculations, but so far, these are the ones that jumped out at me in regards to that. Let's go to our key levels. Hopefully you enjoyed our Black Widow and natural gas. And look at key levels here. For the monthly, the big target would be 263, and we're getting very close. There's a pivot high of 268, which is right here. So the midpoint for the monthly, it will be 263, and that looks like it's getting very close. We're above the weekly midpoint, which is 257. So we could continue grinding higher. There's the 265 for the week, or 266, and then the 269. As long as this could hold, we're looking good to continue pushing higher. For today, the range, if we could hold 257 and push higher, as you can see right here, we're kind of stalling. But the day is young. 264 and 266 to the upside, and support for the downside would be 257, 253, 251, and 248. So far, the weekly is looking good as long as we can hold 257. And lastly, my square 9, as you can see, we're somewhere around 261, which is right here. Targets would be 265. Bigger targets would be 273. So we're probably going to be oscillating around here. So it'll be interesting to see how this is going to play out. I'm going to sign out. It's early. I woke up early to do this video because I got some things I got to do in the morning. So hopefully you have a good trading, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the dollar, the energy, and the metal sector.